keep telling whenever I go for workshops for teachers, every little word we speak matters. I always ensured that there was no fear in the students, because guilt and fear are the worst things that can happen to a child. From our own experience, we know, Master says don't have guilt or fear. Look, these are simple things. It's not miracles, I realize. You just do his work. He takes care of you. And he ensures that everything is perfect for me. The masters are there for us. Why should we ever get scared of something? The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but we have promises to keep, and miles to go before we sleep, and miles to go before we sleep. I have a lot more to do for my master and the mission, and I only pray to him to give me the energy, strength, and the ability to go on.
Beautiful.
Till the end of my life.
So, namaskar, ma'am.
Namaste, Bhaiya.
Thank you so much for coming. वो मुंह से ma'am ही निकलता है because you've been in education, although you're a beloved sister.
Yes.
But ma'am comes out. But thank you so much for taking time out and coming to the studio.
I'm also blessed because you called me at the right time, and it is something that just happened, I think. Nothing is accidental, as Babuji says. It was meant to be today.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yes. And you were here for the Bandara, and we just happened to cross paths.
Exactly.
And I've been wanting to sit down and have a conversation with you for a very long time, and it just
happened only now.
It's so wonderful. It's so wonderful. So, ma'am, recently you were awarded for your services to education. You've been an educator all your life.
Yes.
And how did that feel, getting this recognition?
It was something of a very pleasant surprise, because I had given my profile to Dr. Bhavani Shankar, who's the director at Omega, to become a resource person for CBSE. I didn't know it was easy to give a profile and get into it.
Mm-hmm.
So he took my profile, and then after a week he tells me, just wait, there'll be a call, you need to pick up the call. I told, who's going to talk to me? I told, no, I will not tell, it's a surprise. And suddenly the secretary of this Chennai Sahodaya Schools rings up from Bhavan's Vidyashram. He's the principal there in Chennai. And he says, ma'am, we are giving you the Lifetime Achievement Award. Sahodaya, Sevaratna. Oh God, I was taken aback. I just didn't expect it. But the first thing that crossed my mind was, there is something in this which Master wants me to do. Nothing is given just like that. I believe in it. So I realized maybe I need to, and I can contact more CBSE principals in that meet. So that's what happened. There were nearly 180 principals there, and they were awarding this for retired principals.
Okay.
Yeah, there were 2 more along with me. And I'm 70 this year. So the other 2 principals, I know them very well for 40 years. So they have taken up whatever we did, looked at the profile, and decided to honor us, which was very, very sweet of them to do it. And it happened, I booked my tickets to come here on the 21st to spend 15 days in Kanha. But when they announced it was 26th, I had to rebook my tickets. And then we stayed, got the award, and then I came here.
Wonderful.
It was something I could only, full of gratitude to Master, to make me work better for the CBSE school. That's what I realized. Because this award as such, at this age, it's nothing, but it is going to help me to meet people and come in contact with them.
It serves a purpose in that sense.
Yes, it has a great, great purpose.
Absolutely. But as the award recognized, you have given your life to service of education, in the service of education. I mean, you've been in the industry for 40 years now.
Yes, 37 plus years.
In the education space, and 20 of those as principal,
Yes.
4 of those as a curriculum head and trainer,
Yes.
and 13 as a teacher.
Yes, I started with that.
It's amazing. How did you get the inspiration to get into education? Do you recall anything? Do you remember when you decided that I'm going to go into teaching and education?
Actually, it's a very funny story. My dad wanted me to be a doctor.
Okay.
And we had to apply and then go for a thing and all that. I was not at all interested because I just cannot stand blood. And I know I had to go cut and do things if I had to become a doctor. Luckily, I didn't get that. So, and then I got into home science. Okay. Everybody thought home science is cooking, but I just loved it. It's both an art and a science subject. I was in a government college, Queen Mary's College, which is very, very popular for home science. I completed it, and then I went for MSc, which is Child Development and Psychology in another college, SIET. After that, you won't believe I took a break for a year. Okay, I just wanted to be on my own. And suddenly my friend and myself decided, let us apply for the B.Ed. That's how it happened. I had no clue what it was. Just applied, got into Lady Wellington, the best of colleges there in Chennai. 1 year we did the complete course. It was only 1 year then. And I loved going and doing the practice teaching and learning the nuances of education. And then applied and got into the school. And I got into two schools. I was an MSc B.Ed, which means I could have got into 11th and 12th teaching.
Correct.
So one school was a Sivasami school in Mylapore. I live in Mambalam. West Mambalam is very popular there in Chennai. And they called me, but it was a Tamil medium school. So I decided not to go. And it so happened there was a Jain school just about 2 kilometers from my house. And my dad told, this will be better. It just started in 1978 or so, or 1977. And I joined there in 1979.
Wow.
And I grew with the school.
Wow. So it was a very new school.
Very new school. And I was just teaching 3rd to 7th. I was taking science because there were no other classes. 7th and 8th were there. That's it. And
Wow.
I grew with the school. I got an opportunity to become a principal even much ahead. 85, I got married. Okay. And 92, I joined the mission. In 85, I got an opportunity when another principal left. I refused. I told the Jain management, administration is not my forte. And then again in 92, after I took the sittings in January, in November again I got another opportunity where the principal left. And I had no option but to take up. And I realized it was all master's plan for me to be there. And it just happened. I took charge and then I could do a lot of things. I was scared of the drafting of letters. Official letters were a problem for me. I told the management I need somebody who can help me in drafting official letters. And suddenly somebody from the state government who retired, staying very close to the school in West Mambalam, he applied and he came and got in. I had no problem whatsoever. He would draft the best way the official letters. I learned a lot from him. And I learned a lot of administration from my Jain management.
Wow.
Okay. I was good at academics, right? But I
Teaching.
didn't.
You enjoyed the teaching.
I enjoyed teaching and I was very good at it. All the kids loved me and I was very good. But administration was not so much my forte. So there was a Jain management secretary, okay? Prakash Sachate, I still remember. He used to come and say, good at academics, but not good at administration. And he'll be so strict, na? We'll all shiver the moment he's entering the campus. You didn't send this. You send the Excel sheet. You're writing blah, blah, blah. I don't want. I just want pinpointed. This much, this percentage, and that's it. I learned a lot of that, being precise by working under him.
Wow.
And once he enters, now he'll check whether the people have cleaned the place properly. He'll put his finger. What did you do? They have not cleaned the place properly. And suddenly he'll come inside and say, you're Ram Lakshman. I was wondering who? My peons outside. You know what they were doing? They were not outside your room. They were roaming elsewhere. I caught them and made them come and sit. So it used to be so tough with him. But I realized that is where I learned how to be firm. Loving and firm. Not just allowing anything to happen in the school. If teachers come late, I used to say, okay, poor kid, not teacher, they have a lot of work. All ladies.
Yes,
it was
yes,
a girls' school basically. And he says, next time send all the leave letters to me. I will sign it. I had to send and then he'll come back. He will not sign some leave letters. They call the teacher. The teacher would come. I still remember it was a KG teacher, Rhoda. He says, in which hospital is your so-and-so you told is sick, you wanted to go? Which hospital has been admitted? She'll blink. And then he'll say, I want to ring the doctor and find out.
Wow.
To that level, he used to be so strict. And teachers come late. He said, no, don't allow them. Ask them to take leave and go. I told, no, but my classes will suffer. No problem. You see how you can manage it. But I don't want people coming late.
Making the tough decision.
Making real discipline. It was a tough affair. And once what happened, I thought it was becoming too much for me. So I took master's photo, Chariji's photo. And I used to sit here. He'll come and sit there. And a side table was there. I kept master's photo. I told, now let master deal with this guy. And then he walked in. He looked at the photo. Who is he? I was very happy he saw. I told, he's my master, spiritual master. What's he doing? I told, he has worked in TTK, but now he's a spiritual master. And then he told, but why is he looking this side? I realized there was some impact on him. While going out, he turned the photo towards me and left.
Oh, okay.
I realized there was something connected to it. Later when I took charge, I realized he made me the better person to become a principal at Omega. I got a training for about 3-4 years under him. And when I left, now they gave a very grand farewell party. Because 26 years I was there in that school.
26
26
years. Wow.
years. I just started and I was
Wow.
stuck there. And so the management was very upset. They told, no, you're not going. Why do you go? Are you upset with us? I told, absolutely no. My master is starting a school and I need to go. He asked me to take charge. So they asked, where is the school? I told, I don't know. They have not yet bought the land. Are you stupid? You mean to say next June is starting? It's already November and your master is going to start a school? I told, if my master says, it'll happen. They wouldn't believe it. Then they told, okay. And then they gave me a grand farewell party where all the management members, a number of management members were there during my tenure. They came and this person, Prakash Sacheti, was there. His English was never good, but he was a taskmaster. And when he spoke, the words he used, I realized master had sent him to train me. He told, now that she's transformed, she's an asset to any school. The word transformed, I could never ever believe that he could use it. So I realized Mata had sent him here. And when I told Rajagopalan once, Bhaiya, I'm not able to manage with the secretary, what should I do? If your brother makes a mistake and is tough with you, won't you just put up with it? You just go ahead and do it. So I realized every step of my life, without realizing, I realized Master's hand was there supporting
His
me.
guidance, his support.
Definitely.
Wow.
And then I just got in. And you won't believe, he told, 1999, I remember he told, all of you will have to learn computers. Everybody rebelled. We are all old timers. And dance and music teacher to learn computers.
Yeah.
We told, it's not possible. They can't learn. If you don't learn now, 20 years from hence, you will have no future. So my computer teacher had to teach. We all had to undergo training in the evenings. And then we had to undergo a test, Word, how to type, how to copy, paste, all that. The whole lot of teachers did it. And after that, we realized it is such a boon that we did it then. And within 4 years, we got the best technology. Integration of Technology in Education, Intel Award.
Wow.
In 2005, the year I was leaving,
Wow.
2004-5. So they gave 75,000 to the school. I went and got the award with my computer teachers because they deserved it. And we had everything possible. The best of school was the PSBB. They also had technology. But they went around everywhere and our school won at the national level.
That's incredible.
It is very incredible. A Jain school, a small school. And then we set up everything. We had an English lab with digital thing. And then we had a Tal center. We had computer. That time it was just computers. Okay. It'll be set in the classroom. And there'll be 4 little things for students to see. We didn't have all these laptops and all that time.
Correct.
So that is the way we set up the whole thing. They came. We had a Tal center. There's a funny episode with Chariji, I'll tell you later. And then Technology Aided Learning Center. And they came and kids used to conduct the programs. Using that center, they used to do everything in the computers. Way back in 2000. Can you beat it when it was just building up?
Absolutely. That's amazing.
And we used to have a life skills session for each class. Each class has to come and present once a week and the rest of them watch. Everything done by the students, which I again followed at Omega.
That's incredible. It just shows how much you can change,
Exactly.
Because like you said in the beginning that you never thought that administration was your forte.
Yeah.
And that was a judgment you made of yourself.
Yes.
And a lot of us are guilty of judging ourselves that I can't do this.
Yes.
I'm very guilty of doing the same thing, that this is mere bas ki baat nahi hai. We say, it's
Exactly.
not up to me. I can't handle this.
Right.
And the capability is there,
It is
and
there.
for 13 years you were a teacher.
Yes.
And all that time you told yourself that you are not a good administrator.
Yes.
But you've been in principal for 20 years.
Exactly.
And getting a Lifetime Achievement Awards.
And everybody says, you're a great principal. You made us learn. I thought I owe it to him.
So it's
Who made it happen.
incredible that
And
how much change we are capable of.
And you won't believe, lot of changes we brought in there. We had right from 3rd standard, 10 MCQ would be only on the computer. The online test would be conducted for all the students from 3rd to 10th, and they will have to go for all the subjects, 10 marks of MCQ. My teachers made all the programs for that. And they will go type, like how the NEET exam is handled.
Yes.
It was way back in 2002. We did
Wow.
it.
When it was completely new.
Completely new. No
this
school had done it.
technology wasn't accepted.
Not at all.
Yeah,
And we
yeah,
had 3 sections, but we will make it happen. Next, they had to go to the Tal Center. 3-4 sections of the same class will sit. And teachers had to prepare some questions, which will be put up there, practical based. And they have to look at the picture, image. The question will be there, and they have to write the answers and submit it. So a lot of technology we used in assessing students and in also training them.
That's
teaching them.
incredible.
For me, if I go back and think nearly 20, 25 years back, it is amazing that it happened then. No AI, nothing else was there.
Absolutely.
But we had an English lab, we had a maths lab, we had everything possible. And the Jain management never interfered. Whatever we did, they would say, yes, go ahead. Only thing, tell me properly what is happening. They would sanction.
That's so wonderful.
And it's a middle class background where the school is situated. It is in West Mamblam, near T Nagar. Everybody knows Nallis. So Pothis and Nallis, they come for shopping. So it is just the other side of it, towards West Mamblam, and middle class background. And parents and students, excellent. Even now I meet them. It is amazing. They remember.
Wow.
So
Wow.
all my training, I realized, Master made me have it there before I could take charge here.
Fantastic.
And when I got the award, it was already in 2004, October. It is very, I don't know, it is like nothing I could believe that can happen, but it happened. Suddenly I get a call from Somakumar. I was in the school with a new cell phone, Nokia. I didn't even know how to operate except do this. I get a call in the afternoon. Ma'am, Master wants to talk to you. I said, oh God. I could only say that. I didn't know the speaker was there.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize there was a speaker there. Now. So I told, oh God. And then Master took the phone. And then I told, good afternoon, Master. Oh God. I thought, how did Master know what I told Somakumar, brother? I think the speaker was on.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize now because everything was new. And then he told, Nirmala, I want you to take charge of a school, right? Which I'm going to start in June. I told, yes, Master, I would definitely take charge. But 26 years I'm in this school. And it's only October, November now.
Yes.
I don't think I can let go of the school now. No, you can't jeopardize the school. But please join. Complete your tenure and then join. But
Wow.
you have to keep working on the project. I know that I will do. Every week I'll come to the ashram. We used to do that. And then sit and work the whole project. So it happened. And when I won the award in March, I went to Gayatri and told Master, our school won the award. Huh? Our school? The school hadn't even started. For him, it was so much in his
It was
blood.
already there.
It was already there.
It was
in his
already
vision.
there.
Then it will know, Master, the school where I'm working now. You must ensure our school also gets it when you join the school. I told, yes,
Incredible.
Master, I will do it. And that's what happened. When I joined the school in June, we didn't have any technology. But I had put in the advertisement, it's going to be a technology-aided school. And I had put 12 computers I needed. And the management naturally, it's a lot of money because computers were very expensive.
Yes, of course, at that time.
So they wouldn't sanction it. And I think they went and told Master, she's asking too much. So one day somebody told me, Master wants to see you after the satsang. So I went to Master's cottage wondering what's going to happen. All the management members sitting. Krishna, Rajesh Rathod, Somakumar, everybody. And then Master was sitting in his chair like this. And then I went, good morning, Master. He just looked around. Yes, good morning. Nirmala, I heard you want 12 computers. And immediately one of the management members told, she hasn't even got 10 students in a class. And she wants 12 computers. KG to 5th alone, we had classes, one section.
Yeah.
I told Master, why do you need so many? Or 21 computers, I think, because computer lab was also there.
Yeah.
I told Master, one for each of the classes, 8, one for me, one for my assistant, one for the library, and then I need the computer lab, Master, because technology aided center. Everybody looked, too costly, Master, they told. Then he looked around, I'm sanctioning it.
Wonderful.
I will take charge and I'll give you the money. It was just that.
That
But still,
support that you had.
support, because he knew.
So both the managements, actually, even the Jain school management,
Very supportive.
very supportive. And of course, Master
Yes.
with Omega.
That's that, and that's all.
But I want to draw your attention back. You said you really enjoyed teaching,
Yes.
And this is after you have done your home science, and for a
Yes.
year you've just been looking around and things like that. What was it about teaching that you enjoyed?
One thing is, I love children, right? I don't have children of my own, but I had a lot of siblings and my nieces and all. And second thing, I always wanted to impart what I know to the younger generation. And I realized that ability was in me. And I always believed what I teach, they have to really absorb it. So from my heart, it was a passionate feel. Once I got in, there was no looking back. I used to prepare every day. Okay, you notice the same chapter I taught the previous year, I would still prepare. And we
Wow.
didn't have a lot of Google that time, we didn't know.
Of course not.
So only
yeah.
the textbooks and whatever extra books I had, library, I used to go through. And I was teaching science to the students. And the best comment I got was, I still remember a girl was there in 7th standard, Sunita. Okay, her name is Sunita Jain. And she used to tell later, ma'am, when you teach, we need not go home and learn it all. We just take it in.
Wow.
It was amazing. And I never believed in revision. I always say there's no revision. If the first vision is clear, why should we have a revision? So I used to go slow. I used to teach each and every little aspect. I used to discuss with them. I used to make them come out with definitions. You note down what are the difficult words and tell me how will you define it. You frame questions, discuss with each other and do it. So they enjoyed the whole session because I felt passionate about it. And that reflected when I went to the classroom.
Wow.
Yeah.
And was this somehow related to your own schooling? Were there teachers who impacted you like this?
Yes. I was in the best of schools called Vidyodaya Girls Senior Higher Secondary School. Right? It was run by a Christian missionary, but Indian culture was total. And they gave a lot of importance to life skills. Way back in 1960s. Can you believe it?
Wow.
We were all there. All 7 of us were there. My dad ensured that we had the best of education. He believed we had to be independent. And we had to join kindergarten. I was in LKG only when I was 5 years old or 6 years old. I was in first standard 7 years old. That was the way they ensured that we were mature enough to get in.
Yeah, nowadays people put their kids in very young. No?
2.5. Now NEAP has come back with 3 years again for LKG, pre-KG. So there it was, that Western system where we had to be mature enough to get in. We had a lot of life skills. We had dance, Carnatic music, Western music, sports. Everything possible was there apart from academics. And we had excellent teachers. So a lot of things I learned during that time. That's why when I got into schools, I started paying attention to life skills also. Not merely academics.
Okay.
People always felt it was a waste of time. Why so much of time? No, we spent a lot of time on the life skills because I learned a lot there. We used to have a Sarvodaya day. We used to have a candlelight ceremony day. All the rituals and functions would be celebrated. Okay, they won't make any difference. And we used to have singing sessions on Thursday, Gandhi Jayanti day, where they'll weave with a chakka.
Yes.
They used to, the one person will be doing it and we all have to sing.
Spinning the
yarn. It was amazing school. Amazing school. I think that was the base from where we all learned what to do.
Amazing. And what foresight from your father also to put you in a school like that and to have that vision.
He ensured. Okay, we were 7 children. Imagine 6 daughters and a son. And he lost his father when he was very young. He was brought up by his uncle. Okay. And my mummy also lost her father when she was very young. She was 14 when she got married. And 15, my elder sister was born. She was unconditional love personified. And my dad ensured, like Daji says now, discipline with love is caring. I understood that is what he did. He'd be very strict, no beating, nothing, not even using harsh words. He just enters and looks, and all of us, my neighbors used to say, it's like rats running away when the cat enters. We used to just be disciplined and learn. He used to support us. He was an advocate himself. And he did everything possible because my mommy was 8th standard, first generation, not even educated highly, but full of love. She will make all the food possible for us. We had a cook. We had another lady who will take care of our other needs. We had a lady to clean the house. A big mansion we had. Okay, but to maintain that, support our education, feed us well, it was a lot. We didn't even realize how they managed it. But he ensured. And every Sunday, we'll go out to the beach. He will take us to the beach, the whole lot of us. We had a small standard car. I think it was 46, 47, I remember. And all of us will get in, 7 of us, my 2 neighbors, my 2 cousins.
Wow.
I'm just wondering now, how did we fit in? We learned a lot of values from my parents.
Absolutely. And taking that time out,
Time out. He will drop us and then he'll come back again in the evening, pick us up and come. And every little thing we ask him, one will ask a pencil, one will ask a pen, and then another one will say, I need a cloth. We had textiles and all that when we were there. Without fail, he'll ensure that he brings and hands it over to us. But we should be clear that we don't waste anything. We have to show the pencil to him, that we have used it. We can't simply say, give me 10 pencils. We have to be very careful and go and ask him for that. He used to cut our nails. Imagine, one by one, he'll call us once a week. We had to show our fingers and he'll cut our nails.
Wow.
Amazing things he did. We used to have, we all had long hair. 6 of us. My mommy used to plait nicely. 6 of us plus my 2 cousins will get in, plait the hair for them, and good food in the morning. You won't believe, we'll have to have eggs every day. We were non-vegetarians basically. So she'll make bullseye. Okay? And then one by one from the kitchen, she'll come and hand over to my dad sitting at the sofa. He'll call Shamla. Very funny names, okay? We all had La, ending with La. Shamla, Nirmala, Parimla, Vimla, Komla, Mala. In between 3 and 3, my brother was there, Venkat Swami. And he'll call one by one the same order. We'll have to go sit. He'll feed us.
Wow.
He'll put pepper and thing and then take it, scoop it, feed us with the eggs. After that is over, we have to have a breakfast. Idlis or puris or pongal, whatever. We all ate well. We were all nice fat souls. After that was over, he will ensure we have to stand in a line, okay? And then he'll give us all vitamin C, vitamin A, Ferrodol, Chyawanprash, one by one to all 7 of us. And then we all had to bathe. 1 bathroom, 1 lavatory. That's all. And we all say, I'm going next. We had to book things and then happily get into the car, go late to school every day. And then in Vidyodhya, the thing is, if you come late, you can't use the front gate. It was a big, huge campus. Maybe around 10 acres, I'm not sure. We had to go at the back gate and get in. Okay? And no other option. Because all of us had to get ready. We had to go. My dad had to get ready. But he ensured we ate well. And whatever we wanted, he gave us. And then we'll have long dresses stitched. Okay? We never had dresses like the way kids are having now. Any occasion, Deepavali, Pongal, he'll go. 3 sisters, elder sisters, long frocks. Same color. Stitched. Younger sisters, again, long frocks. Stitched. Once this is over, it goes to the next younger one. That's the way we lived. Now I'm wondering, how did they ever manage? Never ever told us the difficulty. And that was an aided school. So we only had to pay 100 rupees per child per year. Way back in 60s. That's it. It was very cheap. So we paid that for the extracurricular activities they all had. We had dance class sessions. We used to learn dance. I learned Manipuri dance with a big, nice one. We had annual days. And my dad was a multi-talented person. He used to take photographs with a small camera and he'll develop it in his bedroom.
Oh, wow. He had a dark room.
Yes, he knew everything. Any problem with the motor, he will know how to do it.
Amazing.
So I think a lot of things we learned from him. And everybody says I resemble him. So maybe a lot of it I built up from him. My mummy, anybody comes, she'll feed them. Everybody will come to my house. We'll all sit together. No dining table. We used to sit together around in a circle. They will feed us and then we'll eat together. And then sometimes old rice will be left. They'll pour water and keep it the next day. And then we'll all sit with our hands like this and then they'll feed it with a little pickle or something.
Amazing.
I don't know. And fresh food. Morning, afternoon, my cook will come. A short lady was there for 30 years with us. Full of love. She'll come with a big tiffin carrier to the school. A big mango grove called the lunch hall. So all of us have to go and eat there.
In the mango grove?
In the mango grove. So a lunch hall was built where there'll be a shed where people can sit and outside under the trees also. So this lady will come with a big thing and she'll catch the first place. As soon as the gate opens, she'll be with a big bed spread out.
All 7 of you?
All 7 plus my neighbor. Plus my 2 cousins.
Oh, wow.
And they will have food, 2-course meal and a vegetable. And sometimes the crow will fall on somebody's food. Then we'll call and give them also the food.
Wow.
It was, I don't know, full 40 minutes, happily eating. My dad ensured that we were healthy. He ensured that we had the best of education. So these were the 2 main things. And discipline. There was no telephone, no TV, nothing. But we all used to chat, laugh, play. But the moment he comes, all become quiet and go quietly sit inside. It was a beautiful life. I keep telling people now, the present sons-in-law of the house and all, you know how my dad did that. Yeah, he had no work maybe. That's why. Nobody is able to do it now.
Yeah, so true. And also growing up with siblings.
Siblings. And imagine, there'll be only 2 beds for 2 elder sisters. All the rest will be on the thing. They'll have to put mats and sleep. But we just adjusted. There was a room with a little table lamp. He ensured all that, for me and my elder sister.
Yes.
A table lamp used to be there and we had to read. And I was one who sort of, I don't know why, I used to read a lot of storybooks. And I used to finish off my lessons earlier. And before the exam, I'll be reading storybooks. And my dad will tell my elder sister, look at her reading storybooks.
So were there ever any conflicts also amongst you siblings?
Of course, we used to fight. That's what my uncles and aunts used to say. Pull each other's hair and fight, it seems. I don't know. And then we say, no. And then there'll be sofas, very few. So I'm sitting here. I have to reserve and go. If I reserve, nobody can come and sit. I don't know. These were very, very sweet little things happening. And the little ones were always pampered because they were little ones, not the last 3 sisters.
Yes.
Yeah. So...
And how about your brother amongst 6 sisters?
He was the only one and my dad was very strict with him. Okay, he was the only son, but not pampered. He brought him up very well. He was in Vidyodaya till the 5th standard girls' school. After that, he had to go to PSPB. Again, the best of schools even now. So 6th standard, he went there and learned. He was the only brother. But we all used to get together. My cousins from the next door will come. My neighbors sometimes will drop in. So we'll sit and chat and laugh and joke. Everything we used to do. And we used to go and sleep on the terrace. Right? My dad will ensure by 10 o'clock, we're all back down.
Wow.
We'll just there, lying there, talking, chatting, looking at the sky, the stars.
What a life.
What a life. Now, when I think about it, we tell our nieces and grandnieces, this is what we enjoyed. And with all of us together. It was a big extended family life. And I just can't believe things happening like that now. With 1, 2 children, people are unable to manage. I think that was the base for me to be able to get along with children, understand people's problems, right?
Absolutely.
And give them suggestions what to do. It is all from both of them, I think I learned. I owe a lot to both my mommy and my dad. My mommy was very religious, totally religious. Every day, puja, going to the temple, only cooking for us. Never did she enjoy life going out. All that she did was to serve us and take care of us. Cook and serve.
Totally devoted.
Truly devoted. I think it was all great master's plans for them to take care of us.
Amazing.
And all of us are double degree holders.
Amazing.
He ensured. One is a doctor. I'm a principal of home science, of course. Another one was an ME engineer. My brother is an MTech. Okay, and the other sisters MSc nutrition. Other 2 sisters were MCom. So he ensured all of us because he wanted us to be independent. His mother had a lot of struggle because she had to bring up 3 children.
Of course.
And the father, he lost his father.
Passed away early.
But so very kind of his uncle to take care of him. And later on, my dad also took care of their family.
Amazing.
That's it. It was full of gratitude and service and never even thought of anything. And he had such a sense of humor, the best of friends he had, who still are close to all of us.
Family friends.
Family friends. He had very few, but very close. He was a lawyer himself, and in the morning he'll pack up to the afternoon. He was very good at it. He will toast the bread up like jam and give us. Any of my friends come, he'll immediately toast and they still remember. And he will pack up a lot of idlis and take to share with the advocates in the court. And he was multi-talented. He knew everything. Any problem in the house, he'll fix it up.
Amazing.
Amazing. I don't know.
Then when you became a teacher, of course, you enjoyed interacting with students, and you mentioned that perhaps growing up with so many siblings, that interaction was...
Yes.
But a teaching job is also very challenging. Children can be very challenging, and there are difficult situations also that you have to face as a teacher. How did you handle those?
I think when I was in the Jain school, it was way back in 80s. There is a lot of change in the children themselves, because I could see the change from the X generation to Z to the Alpha now.
Yes.
There is a lot of change. And that time, they were all mostly Jain kids and middle class Brahmin kids in the school. Very well behaved. And we had the best of teachers, totally committed. So we didn't have much of a problem with reference to discipline. Okay, it was a loving thing and wonderful way. And we ensured, there were principals before me, we ensured that all of us could get along together. So disciplinary issues were very few. I still remember one child who still keeps in contact with me. She was in 7th standard. Okay, she had a urinary problem, right? And she had to go to the restroom every time. Of course, all teachers wouldn't allow, but I used to allow. Then later on, they told me, the father told, ma'am, she has a problem. Then I told him, I was not a principal, I was teacher. Why don't you write a letter and give me? We'll make every teacher sign that they will allow whenever she has to go. You won't believe it. She went, the letter was passed. All the subject teachers were given. She could go when she wanted to. Right? We had very few, the strength was less that time. You won't believe, after she passed out, went to college, every birthday of mine and my wedding anniversary, she will immediately ring up and wish me, even to date.
Amazing.
The gratitude for such small acts. It is unbelievable. And when I became the principal in the school there, this is a common thing. Principals are demons. Teachers can't handle anybody. Next thing is, I'll take you to the
Principal's office.
Yeah. So I meet all the naughty ones. I tell people, ma'am, do you remember me? Were you naughty? So I still remember one child was brought to my thing. Her name is Soundarya. 2nd standard, small, little, cute little thing. And the teacher told, ma'am, she's never ever doing her homework. Every time she gives an excuse. And then I told, yes, Soundarya, what's the problem? Did you say sorry to the teacher? She told, ma'am, there was no light in my house. And then the teacher told, ma'am, every time she gives some excuse. Pencil not there, light not there. And then I just casually asked her, where do you live? And she told, West Mamblam, the place where I live. And there was no electricity the previous day. I immediately told the teacher, yes, what she's telling is the truth. But Soundarya, see that you do your work. Na? She was very happy and went away. And you won't believe, when I came to Omega, after about 15 years, she must have left much earlier, her wedding card, she came, found out where I was, came and invited me for her wedding. And now for the Teacher's Day, she sent me a message, wishing me a happy thing. And I told, are you the Soundarya?
Wow.
And she says, yes, ma'am, I'm the same Soundarya. These are little things.
But it's incredible that you mentioned this, because I'm always surprised that when I go back to school, to the school that I was in, the teachers remember these things, remember students, and they are seeing like 40 students every year. And yet they remember, these small incidents, they remember people's names and all that. How do you do that?
I think there are certain incidents there, happenings, which make an impact on you. It just goes within. And you remember that forever and ever. So many things. I did a lot of healing, right? I have done Reiki, I've done Pranic, I've done so many things. So I used to use that during those times.
Oh, okay.
Right. Because all my teachers, about 10 of us, were trained in flower remedies, right? So we used to keep the kit of flower remedies in my school, in Muta school, where the first Jain school. Any problem, immediately they'll come, it'll be on my table, we'll mix and give it to the student. Wow. Amazing. And nowadays, it's so common now.
At that time, it was hardly heard of.
Nobody would allow also.
Yes.
Okay, and once I did it in Reiki, after I did it in the ashram, I joined in 92. I went to the ashram and Pichumani Mama was in charge that time. His wife had a knee problem. So she was talking to somebody. I told I can do Reiki. And I went and did Reiki for her. And she told, I'm feeling so much better. And then when I came out, people told me, no, you're not supposed to do it. I told, I didn't know. No, master has told in Bangalore that all these energy things you're not supposed to do. I told, okay, I didn't know because I've done it. I won't do it in the ashram. You won't believe, after about 5 years, I went to Chariji's house with my husband. He is an advocate himself, Mr. Sundaram. They wanted something from him to help them out. So when we were sitting, master was there and Mami was there. And Kodandam brother was also there. Then master was telling Mami, you are not listening to what that person says. You have to do like this, like that. Okay, it must be tough. She was on the wheelchair. Then suddenly I told master, why don't you do Reiki for her? Yes, what is Reiki? And Kodandam brother told, universal energy they use, master, and they cure people. He told, And then I immediately asked him, master, I've done the first degree. Is it okay for me to go to the second level Reiki? Of course you can. So for me, the permission was given and I did later. Because it is a healing method, nothing to do with the spiritual.
Of course.
And now it's all energy with quantum physics having come.
Yes.
So I loved healing people. I did acupressure, then I did flower remedies, pranic, mudras, so many things I've done. And I use it because children need it.
Amazing.
When they go for exams, there is fear in them.
Yes.
They lack confidence and they go into a new environment. Anxiety. So what we will do, we knew what to do. We used to mix the relevant 3 flower remedies, put it in the water. They had to go to another school. PSBB, normally we are students and we all go. And then there'll be an assembly. Once it is over, we used to give each one a little of that to all the students.
Wow.
And nobody objected.
So such motherly care for everybody. That's so
Yes.
beautiful.
And it was such a bonding with the teachers. Even now, all the teachers ring me up. We are together. We go out. Okay, it is unbelievable that we still maintain that.
It's amazing. Perhaps it's, as you were mentioning, your mother's love for you,
Yes.
unconditional love and always being there. That kind of translated.
Into the way I could get along. The whole lot of us have a lot of friends.
Yes,
And
yes.
it's amazing when we meet now. 50 years friendship and we still meet.
That's amazing.
That's wonderful. Nowadays, I'm wondering whether people even have time for all that.
People don't know their neighbors these days. So it's
They
like,
neighbors.
Yes.
Nor are they in contact except Facebook.
correct.
Yeah. Before we didn't have telephones. We didn't have anything.
Absolutely.
But
It was.
we just managed. There was a Murphy radio in our house.
Yes, I remember the Murphy baby. It had
Isn't
that baby as a logo, no?
As
The
a logo, exactly.
Yes.
Only that little radio with an audio going on.
Yes, yes,
No
yes.
TVs, no phones. But we enjoyed.
In fact, if one person had a TV in the neighborhood, everyone would go there.
We
you know,
would.
to say-
Next door, my cousin had a TV. So
Yeah.
when they had that serials or something, we'll all go there.
Yes,
And then
yes,
sit
yes.
happily there, watch the movies or anything, come back again. Because both the houses were connected. Through the terrace, we could go to the next house. It was so
It's
simple.
something that's lost now.
It is
you know.
lost. We didn't have very many gadgets or anything.
So
but
true.
we were happy. We didn't
had
have
a
too many
great time.
dresses.
You had a great time.
Great time. Unforgettable. So memorable.
Amazing.
Amazing.
I wanted to ask you, education, two pillars of your life have been education
Yes.
and spirituality.
Exactly.
Both two pillars. So we have delved into the history of the education aspect.
Yes.
Where do you think your interest in spirituality started? Can you trace that back also to your
Yes.
childhood?
Yes. My mommy was very religious, but I was not.
Mhm.
All my sisters had some deity at least, as the Ishta Purusha or whatever you call
Yes,
it.
yes, yes, yes.
I never had anybody, but I used to go and listen to a lot of talks. Right from the time I think I was in college. Chinmayananda's talks, then Sukapodhananda's talks, and then I used to go to that Vedanta, Pathasarthi.
Yes.
Okay, I used to go and listen to all the talks. And somehow it is very surprising. I was a voracious reader. I used to go to libraries, get a lot of books, keep reading, when I'm sitting in the bathroom because I had to finish a lot of books. But I never ever got to read any of the spiritual books. I don't know what's the reason. Maybe it was master's plan. I don't get caught into all that.
Storybooks, you said you
Storybooks I
enjoyed.
used to read a lot.
Fiction you enjoyed.
Fiction I enjoyed. And my dad, now because we are so many, there was something called a Moore Market in Chennai. People know in Chennai. All the old books will go there. And you can buy it at a cheaper price. And
Yes, yes, very
I
true.
remember. So he'll go there, get a lot of those books, Reader's Digest and everything. So I'll be the one in the family, voracious reader, reading every little thing what he brought. Others were not so into reading, but I was. I read a lot of it, listened to a lot of talks, and you won't believe in 1991, right? As a very big, I keep telling, as a big battalion we have, family members, extended family. So my dad's mama's daughter, okay, we both met at a death of his uncle, my dad's uncle who brought him up. There she was casually talking to me and telling me in 1991, do you know Ramchandra Mission? I am meditating. I don't know, you mean Ramakrishna Mission? But that's what I had heard.
That's the famous.
Very famous that time. So no, Ramchandra Mission. And then she told, if you're interested, you ring me up. You need to undergo training and I will tell you. I told, yeah, I would like to, but not right now. She gave me a phone number, which was a landline those days. After a year, I still remember the phone number. I don't know how. We used to remember numbers then.
Yes, because
Cell phones were not there.
Yes.
So I rang her up and told, I'm interested because I want peace of mind and better concentration. I want to. And then she told, yeah. There's a person very close to the old school where I was. 92, I was in that school. And you can just go there and he'll give you the sitting. But he will ask you, why are you coming? I told, of course, I'll tell him concentration and peace. No.
That's not the right
at
answer.
all. You have to say God realization. I took it, okay. I didn't even know what it meant. But I went and I found it was Mr. Varadan, whose children were studying in my school.
Okay.
2 of their daughters were in my school. So we just introduced each other. It was just about 10 minutes walk from my school to his
So
house.
did he ask you? Why
He
have you
did.
come?
And then after it was over, yes, why do you want to take meditation? A very serious person. got realization. Not an iota of guilt.
Wow.
My auntie told me, I told him. Okay then, sit down for meditation. It was January 1st or 2nd. So I sat for the meditation. They used to give for 40 minutes, 1 hour. It was not like now, 25, 30 minutes.
Yes.
It was a long sitting, but we were able to sit.
In fact, 1 hour was the standard.
What's the standard?
And anything less would be a short sitting.
Yes, that's all. So he gave it, and then he told, tomorrow without fail you have to come. He asked me something, I told. Then next day I went, my guest said, come, I prepared everything for them. Again, I came and I brought my husband along. Okay, I told you also come and later you can take sittings. Second sitting, you won't believe, he gave the sitting, and in that, there was a big blast of light at the end and an old man's face. And then everything over. Yes, how did you feel? I told, sir, I think it's imagination. Big blast of light. And an old man was there. I saw him. Was this the person you saw? I looked up. I told, yeah, Babuji's face.
Wow.
I told, yeah, this is the person I saw. Okay, forget about it. Come tomorrow. They were so clear, nah?
Yes.
Don't get caught into sidetracking and all that. Just go do it. That was the way it was. Later when and then he told, did you read books? I had not read a single book. He told, you have to read these little books and all that. And the first book I read was Truth Eternal.
Wow.
You were surprised. I don't know why. I read it, but I didn't understand, but I read the whole thing. And next time I realized, after going through the books, looking at Babuji's face and all that, one Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan was there in Afghanistan.
Yes. The Northwest Frontier Province.
Afghanistan.
He was called Frontier Gandhi.
Frontier Gandhi. You remember
Yes.
during our time?
Yeah, he got the Bharat Ratna also.
Exactly.
Yes.
I remembered his face for a very long time. So many people we read in history, but his face was so much in my mind.
Yeah, he's a very impressive gentleman.
Impressive
He was
and tall and
over 6 feet.
When I saw Babuji and him, I realized there was a connection. Can you feel it? He was very tall, but the same beard, cap, and the look and the long nose. I realized, okay, there was some connection maybe with Babuji much earlier. Otherwise, why should I remember that Khan Abdul Ghaffar Khan from Afghanistan and so many other historians and people I learnt about? I realized there must be something. And then I got deeper. Then I met Chariji. I used to come Chariji used to come to Varadan's house, okay, evening. So whenever I finished, we had on a shift system. 85 I was married, 92 only I got in. Then his husband also took sitting immediately after that.
So did you find any sort of changes that you stuck on to the meditation? Why did you carry on?
I don't know why. I was very systematic in the way I did it. But I realized it helped me in my principalship.
Okay.
92 January, I took charge of this.
So the concentration that you were saying, the concentration and peace of mind it gave you.
Peace of mind and decision-making skills and ability to deal with people.
Wow.
I realized it just came out. And in October or November, as I told, the principal left. And I took charge. I thought second opportunity, the second time I was getting. So I thought I shouldn't miss it again because the door knocks one. That's what I heard Chariji and others telling. So I decided to take charge. And it helped me immensely. And the best part, in 93, okay, a year after I took charge, right, I introduced the yogic prayer, our mission prayer. It is
school.
Universal Statements, yeah.
Wow.
I just told, a yoga teacher was also there who became an Abhyasi. I told, why can't we introduce this? Because what Rajgopalan told me was, and Bhaskar, brother Bhaskar was there.
Yes.
Yeah, in the kitchen. They both told, what do we do for children, I asked. They told, prayer can be told by anybody right from 3 years onwards. It works wonders. And that time, no relaxation.
Yes,
it came much later after
of course, yes.
Daji came. So what I did, I introduced the prayer. So we'll have a Jain Mahamantra, and then we'll have this universal prayer being told, and then the positive affirmations. I read a lot of those personality development books. So positive affirmation they have to do, and it was done every day.
Wow.
And later I met Mr. Brother Rao, who was with Babuji, right? And he told me once while I was traveling by car that he was in Baroda Street. We were in Brindavan Street, which has a subway, right? And Baroda Street is just behind the Jain school. And he says, Babuji has come there once. So I realized some seeds were sown in that Jain school. And I had to be there. And the prayer could be introduced. And it was lovely. Because the children, as we did in Omega, because everything I did there because of Vidyodhya, children had to do everything. They'll have to come to the mic. We had an intercom system completely. Class-wise, we'll allot duties. On rotation basis, each class, students had to come and conduct the prayer themselves.
Okay.
And everything will be switched on there. Okay, prayer they'll conduct, anchoring they will do. And this prayer also will be stated with the Jain Mahamantra. After a year when the calendar had to be published, okay, something I just casually told him, sir, to the secretary, Mr. Mahavir, this prayer we are stating every day. That's all. I just told him that. Also that along with Mahamantra. He just looked and told, if you're stating that every day, you print it in the calendar.
Wow.
It got printed as universal yogic prayer along with the Jain Mahamantra.
Wonderful.
I just can't believe, but I realized the masters were there. Maybe the souls were there waiting to take it up. And that's why it happens. And seeds were sown maybe there. So 26 years I could stick on.
Amazing.
92 I became the principal till 2005 when Chariji called me.
Amazing. And 92 is also the time you started
I just
meditation.
started in January. In October, I became the principal.
Wow.
So I realized later on when I think about it, everything was planned. They were supporting me. They were helping me out to get trained to become the principal here.
Wow. So how did you discover Master then? When did you discover Master after you started the meditation?
Yes.
You started enjoying the meditation and it was helping you in your schoolwork.
Yes.
When did you get to meet Master and what was your impression then?
Actually, initially what happened, he used to come sit under the trees. We had an old shed in Manapakam.
Yes.
The new meditation hall was getting built then.
Correct. And
right?
it was nothing like it looks
there,
now. There was no buildings, nothing.
Yes, one big meditation hall, which was just a thing, and one master's cottage. So I never met him personally at all, except when he used to come to Varadan's house sometimes. And then I used to go for sittings every Sunday, take a bus, then walk from there. No autos that time, nothing else was there. And we used to come every Sundays, attend the satsangs and go. So
this is at Manapakam.
Manapakam.
Yeah, getting to Manapakam at that time was very difficult because it was
easy.
Far away from the city.
Away. And from Mambalam, I had to catch a 54B or something, I forgot.
Yes.
Come and get on the main road, walk all the way, come to Manapakam, then eat something. There was a small dining hall and then chat with people, go back again. I met Master only when he gave sittings.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to love it so much. And I still remember one day, I was sitting there and something was troubling me, something which happened in school. And then Master was talking to somebody and he gave them a message. That lady came and sat next to me. And then she told a message which was very apt for me also. Something I forgot now, but I thought, oh, that's a message he's giving me. Let me take it up. And I was not even a great orator, but because I listened to a lot of people's talks, okay, I realized he made me a great orator. I used to talk in my assemblies, and assembly used to be 30 minutes. No school had it that way. Even 40 minutes I used to keep. And they had to give values, okay, with experiments. Each class was in charge of the assembly once a month or 1 week. All the kids have to participate, even in the old school, Muta. And they have to come and stand in the mic and speak about it. And I'll comment, okay, appreciate them and tell them. And they have to give an experiment and then teach a value using that right from then. And then after that, once in a week, I will talk to them, giving them little inputs on value education. And even now, children remember and say, ma'am, you taught us that in the assembly. You told us this and that, which I don't remember.
Wow.
But
it makes an impact.
Yes, they remember still. So I think these were the inputs that happened because I started meditating. I could deal with situations. There were a lot of challenges. And sometimes now it will happen, a child falls sick. I remember still, this was a very funny incident. It became cloudy suddenly. 3:15, the children had to leave. And I had done Reiki. So I did Reiki. And I told, please wait till all the children reach home. I don't know why. I just did that nature's call.
Wow.
Let them reach. You won't believe, after about half an hour or 40 minutes, it poured. But
and Chennai rains can be,
you can imagine,
crazy.
But all the kids had reached home.
Wow.
So little things. Now I knew it was Master's presence within me because I started realizing he's there and he's supporting me. But I was very systematic in my practice. Morning meditation, evening cleaning, that. And later, everybody came to my school. I called them to give talks. We used to call resource people to give talk to my students and teachers. So Rajagopalan has come, Krishna has come, Kanha has come. So some topic they'll take and talk to the thing. Then for my teachers, I made them give sittings. They all came and gave sittings. And then my Jain management told, you should not force it. I told, not at all, sir. We'll only ensure that they do it. Voluntary. And I will see that I take charge of giving the tea or whatever it is. I will not spend from the thing. They were very, very magnanimous. They took sittings also.
Wow.
So there is something that has seed was sown.
Absolutely.
And in very indirect, subtle ways, it just happened. And I was a home science teacher. We had a big home science lab. So I still remember when the 11th and 12th came in 84, 85. I had to teach them. And the management, when I joined, told, from 6, we had home science lab. They told, what will you teach? I told, tea, coffee, some juice preparation. No. Our children know cooking right from 6th standard. You have to teach baking, you have to teach biryani, you have to teach pulao. Though I had done home science, I was not a great cook. Another friend of mine in BSc used to help me. And then you won't believe, once we had to prepare, I learned the recipe. So we had to prepare biryani, right? And I told, put this, put that, everything done, all cooking. Then finally the child asked, ma'am, how much of salt? I just looked around. Then, ma'am, you don't know? I didn't know what to answer, but then another child told, as if ma'am won't know. That's all. I told 2 spoons of salt. Just simply told them, that's all. After that, even at home when I cook, I measure the salt. 1 teaspoon for 1 olok, 2 teaspoons for rava, pongal. I just learned, because that was the most important ingredient.
Yes.
So the measurement was there. I learned. They sent me for baking classes. The management sent me because they want me to teach biscuits and cakes and juices and everything. I underwent classes. I had to undergo the training, came and taught them.
Amazing.
And my department was the best. We used to make pickles and jams and squashes.
Wow.
And I just can't believe how much I learned by being there. And the love of the children, very affectionate kids. Okay, they had so much of trust in us, they had so much of belief, and they would just listen. That's why I told you, no disciplinary problem.
Wow.
There was no disciplinary problem then.
Amazing.
Later on, as we moved, the Z and the generations started coming, millennials, then maybe there was a change in their attitude itself.
Sure.
But in that school, no.
But as you these 2 pillars are now established in your life. There's education, and you've also started the spiritual practice.
Yes.
Then they come together when you take charge of Lalaji school. Now it's called Heartfulness International School, Omega Campus.
Yes.
So what was that like? Now suddenly Master calls you up and says you have to take charge.
Yes.
The school is just on paper right now. It's not even, the land also wasn't.
Land was not there.
So how was that experience?
Because I told you, because of that secretary Prakash Sachetti, I'd become very good at planning perfectly.
Planning and
Administration. So from November till March, April, I was sitting every day in ashram. I'll come on a Saturday. Through the nights, we used to sit. Brothers from somewhere would come who were very good at computers. One Smriti room was there. Sita's sister used to give me that room. So I'll keep on telling them my dictation. This is what I want. This is what, they will type out everything. Because I was new computers, but not too good at it. So they will type everything. Even Sridhar Thoda has come, I think. Some other brother from Madurai. So many people came. They used to type everything. And I knew exactly for 5 years. I didn't know what was a project report. But I got all the inputs of what they needed for it without realizing. This will be the strength for 5 years. This will be the blackboard requirement. I still have the plan of action with me. This will be what logo should be there. Every little detail for 10 pages. We had done it there. Plan of action. Right from the time the school starts, what should I do? And before that. And date also. They told me, you must have status. Yes, no. Okay, all that I didn't know. Because they were from corporate bodies. They put it beautifully. What do you want? Who's the person in charge? What is the status? Yes, no. Whether it's completed or not. So I understood that's the format I need to do. It was beautifully done. Every little thing, 5 years from hand. What will be the strength? What will be the computer requirement, technology requirement, teacher requirement? What will be the fee structure from the base I had in my Muta school? Because 13 years there as a principal helped me a lot. Calendar, what to do. Every little thing, it was in a jiffy I could do it. And then suddenly somebody told, I still remember when Master told me, you have to take charge as a principal. When he rang me up, I told Master, can I come and meet you today? Next day he was going to Satkol, right? And then he told, of course you can, and join me for lunch. That's all. Immediately, I told my vice principal, I'm going away. And then I took an auto right? Because my driver was not there, car was not there. And then I went. I thought I'll buy a sweet in the ashram canteen, go and meet master. I'm nearing the ashram, Manapakam. Somakova rings up, sister, where are you? I'm near the ashram. 5 minutes, I'll be inside. We are at Gayatri. It was a Monday.
Oh,
My heart stopped a beat. My directions are not at all good. And I rang up Sita, sister, give me the address of master, the house. And then from there, I told the driver, go, now this is the address. And then we were reaching near Saidapet. It was 1:15 already. I told Sumukumar, brother, please start eating. Tell master to start eating. I'll come and join. Immediately, master took the phone. Where are you, Nirmala? I looked around. I just told Saidapet, I think, master. You'll be here another 5-10 minutes. We are waiting for you. Please join us. I told the driver, go fast, go fast. Landed there, got in, all hungry faces sitting. Dr. Payani, then Krishna, then Rajesh Rathod, so many people now sitting there. Even Sadbir, I think. And then I got in. I told master, sorry, master. Went and sat. Then Bhaskar started giving everybody the food on plate. And then I told master, why did I forget that today was a Monday and that you would be at Gayatri? He told, excitement. I think it still hasn't reduced. You're so sweet. And I'm a very slow eater. Okay, I chew my food 30 times without realizing, and I eat slow, right? And all were eating fast. And I'm eating and I'm looking all over. All washed their hands also. Master was there. Then I told master, I'm a very slow eater. No problem. Take your time and you take. And he told Priya, get me another gulab jamun.
So your slow eating was an excuse for him also to have...
To get one more. That's what I thought. And then I quickly gobbled everything. And then we sat and then he told, very beautiful statement I will never forget. Now all of you sit together and plan for the school. They're all here, Nirmala. He just walked up. And then he turned suddenly and told, if you need any help, just shout for me and I'll be there. I thought that was for eternity. Okay, it is just not for that moment I realized. Eternity. Anytime I needed help, I could just approach him. And it was because it was a challenging situation. And when we sat together, everybody wanted a state board school because that was the in thing in Chennai. I told I know only CBSE. And I brought the CBSE application. Then they agreed, okay, we'll go for a CBSE school. And I still remember Rajesh Rathod was there and he told, shall we have Sahaviryam Karavava Hai as a motto? That's it. That was the motto. It just came like that.
Wow.
Amazing. And then Krishna Braya told, I'll frame the emblem. Okay. So he did the emblem for the school that time. On his computers, he was too good at it. After a week or two, again, I went to Gayatri and he had the whole thing ready. So a lot of people's inputs were there.
What does the motto mean? Say,
let's all endeavor together.
Oh, wow.
Amazing. Even I didn't know. Later they told me, let's all endeavor together. And that was the need of the hour. So it was there.
That school was really like everybody coming together because this was
first
purely a spiritual sort of pursuit that the mission was involved in. And this education wasn't a part of its agenda, but this was the first sort of foray into the education field.
They never ever
thought
of it.
Very new territory for everybody.
Everybody, because nobody knew what was happening. And
Correct.
For everybody, I was just a principal of a small school because it was not a well-known school. So somebody asked me, out of millions of people, why were you selected? Even I don't know. Master just asked me and I came in. I don't know why, but he trained me. I realized there. And then they told me, we need a project report. And I told, this is all that I have. And they told, this is the project report. They gave it to the bank. And we got a loan.
Amazing.
Because it is a lot of money.
Yes. And today that school is one of the top schools in the country.
Top schools in the country. That time, even the land was not there. They had to buy the land. And then I still remember Pramod was the person to take charge. And then Dore was the ashram in charge. So we went to him because he had to help. He looked at the thing. Sister, do you think you can start the school in June? Because the foundation was laid in February.
So when was he asking you about starting the school in June?
That is, he asked me in November.
In November, wow.
And only in January, February, the land was got. 2005, January, February. And June, we told we'll starting the school. Applications were ready, calendar, everything. I had planned everything because it was so easy for me. It was a cakewalk. From Jain school, I just had to make little changes and change. Then Pramod told, Master says it has to happen, brother. That's all. Everybody was skeptical. And I still remember, we didn't have a school, na? So Garden of Hearts, so Mukuma gave us a flat. So one of the rooms, the bedroom became my room. Because the principal has to go sit there. I was still in the other school, so I didn't officially take charge. But I was sitting there. There were two people, volunteers, Rama and Pallavi, I still remember, who had to sell the applications after the inauguration was done. Right? We were selling application. So one non-abhyasi, I shouldn't say non-abhyasi, future abhyasi, came in and he asked, okay, now what we have KG to 5th and all that. Where is the school? They gave some directions. He went, came back after half an hour. Are you fooling people? You think a school is going to be built? I can see only pillars there. Because even the directions we also didn't know properly.
Wow.
Only agricultural lands there. And to identify the school there, it was not easy. Now it is just different, the whole scenario there.
It's an amazing
thing. So that was the scenario. And you won't believe, after 4 years, that guy came again for admission. And that was the time he told me this incident. He told, ma'am, I came that time and I didn't take up because the school was not there. And now I'm not able to get a seat.
Wow.
That was the situation which he gauged and he told me.
Wow. So the success of the school
of the school. It is when master, he told, I still remember when we were all sitting together in his Gayatri, he told this will be called Lalaji Memorial. International was not there. Lalaji Memorial School, and it's going to be so many words he used which I still don't remember. That is going to become so great and all that. For us, now we didn't visualize. I didn't even think. Master told, get into the school. I didn't even find it difficult. I don't know why. I didn't even find it challenging. I just had to get in from there to here. And he was there. It is not even that I was so much for him. It was just a deep feeling. I just need to build the school. And I was enjoying it.
And what was his involvement like in the entire process?
Totally. Every little thing now we'll go and show him. Uniform. We'll go hunting everywhere. Even today I met Priya, Sriram, who helped me out with all that. They were there that time with the 2 kids from US. And we used to go hunt for the uniform, denim material. We were very conscious. It has to be wonderful, easy to wash and not too hot for the kids. So denim material we went and got. Then we put some design. There was one person in our mission who was designing things. So we asked her to design the whole thing. Then we had to look for bags. Environment friendly we had to be. So jute bags we had. Can you believe it? Jute bags we went and ordered in Adyar. And then files had to be jute because we didn't want any plastic. So we were very particular about all those little things. And we had only Garden of Hearts. And school was opening only in June. It was not ready. So what happened after we started selling the application, everything was done in Garden of Hearts. Then Sushila Nair, a sister was there. She gave her flat. So there we used to conduct. We selected teachers in Mambalam. One wedding hall Dr. Paine's brother-in-law had. So the interview would be conducted there for teachers. It was very close to my school, but I used to sit the other side because I was still working in the school. And I told the management only later. Only the management I told that I was leaving the school. I didn't tell any of my teachers till March because I didn't want them to get the feel bad or the parents to think why it's happening. So none of them knew, but I was working.
And you wanted the management to find a replacement.
And not to make the parents feel bad about suddenly somebody going out. 26 years I've been there. So I didn't tell them at all. And then the management used to be there. Krishna brother, Rajesh brother, Dr. Paini, they'll all sit there. I'll sit on the other side. Okay? Because I didn't want people from that area. It was conducted in Mambalam. And we used to have a very tough interview pattern. Okay? There'll be experts from each field. They will first conduct the interview. And then they will come here for the next interview. And then the whole thing. And then we'll select teachers. And the payment was not too high. Okay? Because it was very difficult. First year we are running. We had a lot of expenses. So when they told me, they told, we'll be giving you 10,000. Krishna brother told, right? Is it okay? I told, perfectly okay. I would have got 1.5 times more in the other school. But it didn't matter to me. I knew we can manage. I had a house of my own. Only the needs were there. And all the food material from my husband. He is from an agricultural family. So from Trichy we used together. So we didn't even think of all that. Teachers who joined would get only 5,000 or 3,000. And Poonam's sister who came from Naukushia Tal, okay, she became the vice principal. She was given only 5,000. With a child, she came and landed. They gave her a flat in the ashram premises to stay there. I still remember Neeraj, I should mention. He's a PT teacher still in Omega. He was in DPS school, the best of schools in North India.
Yes.
We needed a PT and a librarian to apply for affiliation. Without that, we can't go ahead with the school. We had to get it. He applied. And then he came for the interview. We checked on the best of schools. He's coming, all trained and everything. Then the management asked him, what's the salary you're expecting? He told, whatever you give. Then Krishna Brother told, no, you have to tell us. No, my dad told you should not ask for the salary. It's master school. Krishna Brother told, but my dad says, please check up. I still remember the dialogue, and really, he came with his wife, with a small little child, stayed in the ashram with just about 5,000, I don't know, very low salary.
It's
But they came
amazing. All these people coming together just
Connected
because they are connected
to
to
the master school, we need to come. We
Wow.
just got like that. Only
Wow.
about 10, 11 teachers were there. So hard, so connected we were. And computers, now we didn't have computers. So what we did, we hired the computer. There was a Abhyasi who was hiring computers, giving it for hiring. So we made him give 3 computers. So in the Garden of Art, the teachers got trained. One computer specialist was there because technology aided school, I told. Na?
Yes, yes.
So
yes.
they got trained. Sitting on the bed will be the table. And they sit down and they learn computers from the computer teacher. We had a workshop in the Garden of Art in Sushila Nayar's flat. And measurement from Tirupur. They told, we'll stitch the dresses.
Wow.
And
Everybody
Arvind-
doing their bit.
Everybody doing their best. Arvind Mills, they supplied the denim materials. It came all the way from there. And then these people took it to Tirupur. Measurement for children, 180 kids. You won't believe when I put the project, it was exactly 160 or 170 kids. And we
Wow.
got that many that year, 180. Second year, I'd written 500. We had 540 kids. It's as if he just made me write everything.
But was it all smooth sailing or there were challenges
There
also?
were a lot of challenges. But I don't know. Now when I think about it, I don't think I thought of it that time. It was a lot of challenge because everything had to be done. And I was the only one who was education based.
Oh,
All
with
the rest of
background,
them,
yeah.
the management, they didn't know anything about, but they trusted me totally. But for the finances, we had to manage everything. Classroom, and I still remember, I thought this classroom had to be big. Normally classrooms are only 400. Okay, my classrooms in Jain school was 400 square foot. I thought it might be 700 square foot because master school. So I remember putting a big project plan, how the things should be, how many classrooms I require, where the lab should be, dimensions, everything pakka done. And I went and gave it. And then Krishna Brother saw it. Gayatri, he stood in front in the living room and he says, 700 will be till the dining. You mean to say you want such a big room? I told, yes, I want. And then they took it up and built. Only the first building is so big. After that, they realized the space, it was too very difficult. Financially, it's not affordable.
Yes, yes,
it became 500 or something. But the first big classroom was 700. And technology, so I ensured that each classroom, still the plug points are there, will have 6 computers, 3 on either side. Okay? And when they had discussions and work on the computer, the group should go there and work. But we could never make it happen. We could get a computer lab. Even that, I didn't get it. So what we did, for all the classrooms, each one of us brought our own computers and kept it there.
Oh, wow.
The tabletop, that time no laptops.
Mhm.
Tabletop computers in each other. Because we promised in the brochure, technology-aided classrooms. So we had to keep it. And I still remember when the Tal Center had to be set. Again, the management told, she's asking so much, master, or something. So again, I was sitting. Yes, Nirmala, what is that you want? Tal Center. What is it? I told, Technology-Aided Learning Center, master. He looked around and then he says, I thought it was Technology-Aided Darling Center. Whole lot of them laughed. And then very expensive, master, somebody told. Then master looked at brother and told, there's a difference between being economical and being miserly. So which means, go ahead. I needed an LCD projector, which is around 75,000 to 1 lakh that time.
Mhm.
And we didn't have it. But I needed one for that room because I had it in the previous school. So Smriti had a LCD projector. So Sita's sister told, take it whenever we want, we'll use it. So I fixed up the LCD projector there
Wow.
and used it the same way as I had done in the previous school. And the computer lab got established only in the month of September. But we were managing with whatever we had. And you won't believe, because master told I have to get an award here also. Okay? But the date was over. September end, I had to apply, date was over. But the lady in Intel who knows me earlier, she rang me up and told, Nirmala, why are you not applying? I told, no, sister, only now we got the computers and the date is over. No, it's extended till December.
Oh, wow.
And I applied. with everything, same online test, everything. The program was done. The computer teacher was fantastic. She did everything possible. And they came. We were third at the national level.
Wow.
That was a great, amazing thing. So we wrote third at the Intel Award, third level we were. Master will come now proudly. He'll look at the board. He'll tell people, look at that. We got the 30. He didn't understand what it was. So I had to send a mail to him, Master, this is what it means. And then he understood what it. He'll say, look at that. It's so beautiful to see him so happy, supportive. The whole lot of them helped. All the Abhyasis helped. They used to come and paint. Okay, they used to come and carry the bricks. People from outside were coming there. And I still remember Deepak, who's here now, Deepak Patma. We didn't have boards, display board for each of the classroom. He made and gave it.
Wow.
So the classrooms, UKG, LKG, pre-KG, Montessori, everything was named and we kept the display boards. Until night the previous day, we had to inaugurate 1 week earlier. But then Master called me and asked, Nirmala, still not ready. Is it okay if I open 1 week later? I don't know, no problem, Master. We'll inform the people. So June 26th, I think we opened, or 27th. But 26th is Master's wedding anniversary. So that is called the Founders' Day now.
Okay.
Yeah, so we waited for a week and then everything was getting set. And I was insisting I need an intercom because my old school had.
Yes.
No. What do you mean? She wants everything. The general thing is she's asking for everything and it's so expensive. And then they finally gave me an intercom. So they set up everything. The mics were set. In fact, I had asked, who's in US now, who was helping us out.
Yes, he used to help with the media.
Satya, Ramasamy, the team used to help us out
Yes.
media. I told her, I want a video conferencing room because I learned everything from my old, very high-tech thing. He told, what are the charges for that? You have to spend more than $1 lakh. I told, okay, no need then. I thought Master can talk, others can talk, and it'll be a great feel to have a video conference. We couldn't make it that time, but that was also there.
Wow.
It was full technology because Master wanted it. But we couldn't make so much, but we still did.
Amazing.
We had, again, the online test, everything what I did in the previous school for first few years. And you won't believe, after a year, we came out with personal CDs for each student called Pragati, which means progress.
Wow.
So it's called Down Memory Lane. We took photographs of the school, the progress of the school, put it there. And then we took photos of the children, each child. The class teachers would take, or the subject teachers, and we put it there. And copied it in a CD that time and gave it to each child along with the report card.
Amazing.
So the computer team used to come to our thing, Ramasamy and everybody. Teachers used to be there. First year, second year, we were very few. We'll sleep there in the school. Okay? They will do it in the night, all the CDs ready. Next day with the report card, we were giving the CDs. We could do it for 2 years, till 1,000, the strength. After that, everybody felt it was too much.
Yes.
And later, the CBSE told, get the profile of a child in a CD. I thought before the CBSE could say we were doing it.
Amazing.
His grace.
Amazing.
His grace.
And then, of course, Lalaji Memorial School, now called Heartfulness International School, became such a successful institution.
Yes.
But you also were then invited to set up a school in Kanha,
Exactly.
the Heartfulness Learning Center.
Yes.
Now, this is, now you see when you started, and now this is 2019.
Yes.
So it's so much change has happened. And now you have to start up a new school with new methodology
And
in a new place in Hyderabad, Kanha, Shanti, Vanam. New master,
Exactly.
Daji, guiding you. And how was that experience?
Like I never expected this to happen.
Hmm.
I just retired there, became a preceptor, got into S-Connect, and then going around giving talks and everything. I was very happily moving around, relaxing, doing all that I wanted to. Suddenly I get a call from here, Santana Gopalan brother. Master wants to meet you, okay? He wants a new school to be started. I was taken aback. I told then I would like to come and meet Master to check out what is it. So I flew down and then I met Master. And he says, yes, Nirmala, in June. This was in the month of December.
So that bit didn't change. The short deadlines didn't change.
Only thing is we already had dormitories here. He told, I want to start a school in June and let it be an open school, which means NIOS, National Institute of Open Schooling. I told, okay, Master, that's right. I can get all the details about it and I will start working on that. And he just set up a team for yourself. And that's how I collected some of the people whom I knew here, who were into education. I just got them as a team. And then we started planning. I used to come shuttling every week and then sit and chat with people. Jacqueline also came and landed here.
Yes,
She
yes.
helped me out with the Montessori. Then other people started helping because that thing was there. My experience in 2 schools. So the planning was not a problem. And then here they told me the dormitories are available. So I had to go with the team from here, the engineering team, and then go and check out what is to be done. Such big dormitories. I told my teachers when they talk, they can't even, no, children can't even hear.
Yeah.
I don't need such a big one. But they could do nothing. We wanted to partition it. Then people came and told, don't partition it. So it was a lot of discussion with Sudhir brother, then the engineering team here. And I had to go. We were in the dormitory. No place to stay because most of the things were not built. So myself and Jacqueline, we were sitting in the dormitory. We had a bed there. So we were volunteers. So we could just come and go every week. So from there, we planned everything. Then we had to sell applications. Before that, look at the beauty of it. Outsiders may call it a miracle, but Babaji says nothing is accidental. The 17th Open Schooling Conference, okay, was held in the month of January or March at Hyderabad. I've never heard of any conferences earlier, and it was so close. I told Master, we need to go, Master. We have got some people here. He told, of course, we will sponsor it. You take them and go. We attended the session there. I think Kanika was also there, or she had already attended because she was a NIOS, because homeschooling she was doing.
Yes.
It was a great experience for us. And then Sandhya's sister from Coimbatore, when we had to announce about the school, it was January time, Pongal time, I think. And I told Sandhya's sister, you please announce, because she was running a Waldorf school.
Yes.
And I told, what I did, I'm an old timer, 20th century educator. So I thought the latest should be there. And I told her, why don't you help me? She was all willing. It seemed Master had asked her in the month of June itself, but she could not take it up because she had her own school. So she was willing to help. And then she came and addressed the parents who were all sitting in the thing after the session. And then suddenly we went back and I get a call from Balaji. Where are you, sister? Master is waiting in his house, wanting to know what happened in the meeting. Then we all rushed to the thing. I thought I'll only be an administrator because I was already 65 years. And as per the CBSE, you must be 60 to retire. If you get a national award, you can be there till 65. I was neither of this. I didn't get a national award, never have applied for awards. So I went as an honorary principal because it was only NIOS. But I still thought I'll be an administrator, someone else will become. And then we went to Master's cottage. Everybody was sitting, Madhav Reddy and one German gentleman. Everybody was sitting. And then he was asking what happened. We were explaining to him like this, Master. Everybody came and everybody was appreciative. And then Sandhya's sister asked, Master, what sort of school will it be? Waldorf? He seemed to know everything. I had to go check into everything to understand what it was. He says, I've read about it. I know everything. He told, I don't want Montessori. I don't want Waldorf. I want only Heartfulness.
Wow.
My God. And then she asked him, Master, who will be the principal? Okay. I was also, yes, Master, who will be the principal? He just looked at me. Nirmala, please take charge for a year and help setting it up. No other option. Okay, Master. That's it. When he says, what more is there? He's going to do it. I'm just an instrument. And that's how I took charge. It was not easy finding teachers. And he gave us a thing. You have to interview the family and the child. So we used to sit at 9 o'clock in the night, WhatsApp calls, video calls. Myself and Jacqueline interviewing people, interviewing parents, and then trying to admit people. Some we couldn't admit. And then they would write a letter to Master. And then I had to reply to Master saying,
why they have been rejected.
Why rejected?
Yes.
I told Master there is a psychiatric problem and I don't think it's right. No. Then don't take because you don't have counselors. So it used to be a tough thing.
I remember that process actually. Our association started at that time
because
as well.
Kanika was also there.
Yes, and I remember the interviews were done in the dormitory as well for the teachers.
Yes.
And we were together in the interviews.
You had to be there.
Yes,
and we had to interview, take down, we had the format, we had to fill it up.
But one thing I noticed even then is, although you came from a CBSE background, you were so open to whatever was being proposed, to whatever new NIOS was being proposed. You never put up a resistance.
Absolutely no, because NIOS is akin to CBSE.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing is you don't need to have the infrastructure with the CBSE expects. That's why we called it the learning center.
The learning center.
It can't be called a school if you're going for NIOS affiliation. And Brother Ronald Ross, the IAS, he was so helpful. in telling us what to do, how to go about, and all that.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
it was not a problem for me. And I was hoping, now it'll become someone else will take charge as principal and I just support them, which I was good at in administration. So it became easy and I had teachers. Okay, we had to take interviews. It was not, and some were not B.Ed, but I didn't mind because they had the ability to be with the students. So it took a lot of thing, and it was inside the ashram, not easy.
Absolutely.
Not at all easy. And the dormitories had to be converted. It took time for them to get converted. We had to change the plans sometime. They told nothing doing. You have to have a big room. And then the tables. You won't believe when a master would come and check everything. Okay. And when the tables were being done in the tool room, I told them I want the footrest. Because I know the chair had to have a footrest and the table. And I told single chairs for each child. Because you're short. Your leg will be dangling.
Correct,
and that can
correct.
pull all your energy, the gravity. So I told it should have a footrest. Then they did the footrest like this. I told no, it should be straight. Otherwise, even the foot will go down. I need to keep it like that. And Madaji came, checked like this, I want, like that, I want. Then I told him, chowkis can we have, master? Because Sandhya school in Coimbatore has only
they had
small
floor
chowkis.
yeah.
With a mat.
Yes.
He told, no, tables. Then I told, like, Babuji had a table, master. Yeah, but not that size. It had to be a proper table, but with a cupboard. But I told, no locking, master, because they'll keep banging it. So it'll be an open cupboard where they can keep things inside. So all that was done here. Thanks, hats off to the tool room. Hostel was also coming the first year. There, the hostel came very much later.
Yes. And here
The hostel was coming here. And some kids from the higher class, they came and joined the lower class. And only till 5th master told me. So we planned everything. Suddenly he calls me, Nirmala, do you think we can go up to 8th standard? I told, okay, master, because there are kids who are asking for it. And then we went up to 8th standard. Because some kids asked, and from 9th they came to 8th and joined.
And now it's a flourishing school all the way up to class 12.
And 1,000 or something.
Amazing.
They are there. They take care.
That is something that I noticed even when we were associated, when THLC was being set up, that whenever there was a problem, whenever we encountered, you would say, Babuji will take care, not a problem.
I don't know why. So, Kanika used to ask me also.
Yes. So where did this faith develop?
I don't know why. I think it was just a part of me. I didn't even think twice. Nah, it is that Babuji would take care. That's all. And after all, Babuji, Chariji, everybody's merged in Daji. That's it. And I couldn't approach him like the way I did Chariji because he had a lot of work here. Because he thought everything was it. He would give full freedom. You take charge. I told, where is the management member? No, you take charge. He wouldn't even think about anything. He had confidence. Go ahead and do it. I had only Ankur Jain, who later took charge as the correspondent to support me.
Yes.
No one else was in the management. I had to plan everything with Jacqueline, go and show there, show here, hire the people, go to HR. You won't believe it was a lot of walking all around.
And Kanha is a huge campus.
Huge campus. And my directions are not bad, but I knew how to go to the... And you won't believe, in the beginning, my office was in the that white shed where the accounts and all were sitting.
The site office.
Site office, they called it.
Yes.
So I told, one space was left. I told accounts Aruna, do you think I can keep my computer and work here? He told, this is the place. He's no more coming, so you can use it. So that was the place I sat for 6 months. Wow. Dormitory was a place to conduct interviews and all. But for me to work on my computer initially before the school opened, I was sitting there. And I couldn't tell people because master didn't want me to tell everybody. So somebody will come, what are you doing? Yeah. I'm working on master's project.
Yeah.
He didn't even sort of reveal it except when it started.
It's incredible how when you see Kanha now, you can't imagine operations like that. We are sitting here in an admin building, which is so fancy with, and the old site office where plastic tables, plastic chairs. It's incredible.
Incredible the way it has grown. But the way it could happen, I knew everybody around. Everybody used to help me out. Now everybody comes, sister, any help? Yeah, I want this, I want that. Keep a joking, doing it with the laptop, completing everything, coming back to the dormitory, sleeping there, getting up in the morning. It was a new environment. And what I'll do, 1 week I'll stay here. Saturday, Sunday off to my husband, a place, Chennai, because my husband was there. And I had to prepare everything, keep it in the freezer, keep it in the fridge, because he doesn't like eating outside food. But of course, my parents, my brother was there, my sisters were there. They would all help. My sister was a wonderful person. So he had help everywhere. And he was going to the court and coming, so he would eat in the court otherwise. But otherwise, everything would be there.
Wow.
He only knows how to keep the electric rice cooker, the milk cooker, and make dosas. And the rest of it will be inside. And then but he is a very poor eater. So when I go back, I find things still there. So every week, I used to go, prepare things, keep it and come back. And it happened because though I came out of the school, it ensured that all 7 of us, my mummy was a very rich person, okay? She had a lot of property. And it so happened that each one of us was given a house. I don't know how it happened. I think it's all Master's grace. So we could rent it, we could live there. So there was a lot of savings that way. And I could manage with whatever I got. That's all.
It's
and
amazing.
I used to come and go.
So in this entire process, brother's been very supportive also.
Very. I should really thank him. Okay? Because he was very understanding, very cooperative. And he also believed in the master. Okay? Because masters were, do it. Never ever did he say, I'm struggling, I'm suffering. You have to do this for me. Absolutely not.
Because this setting up... you virtually set up 3 schools, even though that school had started, but
Yes.
it was only 2-3 years old.
When I was
The
a teacher.
Yes.
After that, it was about 92.
So
maybe,
these 2 schools you have actually just set up right
Yes.
from the ground up. So that occupies a lot of time.
Lot of time.
And for your husband, that too.
He really, absolutely no complaints. He used to be so supportive, but I always ensured that my work was perfect with reference to his food. I used to prepare everything, keep everything in the morning. 6:37, I go to Omega also. Everything will be on the table because he is a poor eater. So I'll prepare everything, keep everything on the plate, cover it and go. Evening also I had to keep some snacks and go. So I ensured my duty as a housewife was also done. I think it is all his grace.
Amazing.
And the energy, I don't know, everybody said, from where do you get the energy? I told he gives. You do his work, he gives the energy. I think that's what I believed in. It is incredible, but so very heartwarming for me. I never ever regretted anything. Everybody, so many people I meet, even now I meet my old students who are 30 years old now, and they come running, and that's the best award you can get. Every time a student comes, say, ma'am, I'm doing this, how are you, ma'am? You did this to me. And I still remember when I went to Trichy Ashram 5 years back, suddenly one guy comes up, all tall with a mush and all, and he says, ma'am, do you remember me? I think I don't remember, because they're all grown so different. Ma'am, I was in 6th standard, I'm so and so. And he's an engineer, he was in engineering. And in 6th standard, when the life skills program was going, ma'am, you posed question. And I answered that question. And you told all of them to clap for me. Such a small incident, but the gratitude and the remembrance they have. So I keep telling whenever I go for workshops for teachers, every little word we speak matters. And when Chariji came to school, he used to tell me, a big box of sweets he gave me first. Satbir, give her the sweets. Any deserving student, keep giving the sweet. And I had to keep replenishing it every time. So anybody comes now with a complaint, the teachers, even now they tell me, when I go to Omega, we were scared, ma'am, we'll come. We didn't know whether you'll support them or support us. I always ensured that there was no fear in the students. Because guilt and fear are the worst things that can happen to a child. From our own experience, we know, Master says don't have guilt or fear. So the moment they get in, I'll just say, wonderful, what happened? He's such a sweet boy. And then what? And then they relax a little. Then I say sorry. Then I say, go sit, put on a paper that you apologize, you won't do it again. Okay, I used to be a little gentle with the students. And teachers used to get a little upset because they come with everything and then I'm so soft. And then later when they're going, when they give the paper, I apologize, I give them a sweet and send. So people still remember.
How lovely.
That they remember the sweet that I gave. It is, and one child who's an engineer now, he's doing his engineering, Krishna. His mother is a teacher in school, 4th standard. I was a curriculum head then. So I had gone to the headmistress room and a teacher had brought this guy, big eyes all looking around. And then she told, ma'am, he's not listening. Indisciplined in the class or something like that. I was sitting this side. I just told, but Krishna is a wonderful boy. His eyes lit up. That's all. I went away. It's not my fault to be there. Only the teacher was upset and the headmistress is there. They told, I think, sorry, whatever must have happened. Afternoon, I'm eating my food. He comes with another friend, a small piece of paper. I thought, my God, one more problem. How am I going to solve? And he said, ma'am, I thought, Krishna, can you open it? I'm eating now. He opened the paper. In that was written, dear principal, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Krishna, 4th standard.
How sweet.
How sweet. These are the things I remember. I kept that on my flannel board till I retired from there.
Wow.
Little things, they
Amazing.
really come up and again because I remember all these little moments. People keep asking, how do you remember? I don't know, because it made such a great impact in my heart. It's not easy to forget them.
It's so beautiful.
Wonderful. And the way Chariji used to come every time, once a week to school. And then first time he came, my chair was there. I had to go buy my own table, my own chair, because nobody was there to buy. Na? And then he came, where should I sit? I was, Master, no, that's your chair. I don't know, Master, it's your chair. And I still remember he sat on the chair and then spoke to everybody. And then we'll give eats. One small little fridge somebody donated. We used to keep little things and then come and give him. And then he used to love those little toffees with sugar on top. And then badam and all that. And then he'll distribute to everybody.
Wow.
It was
times.
amazing the way he came, supported us. And then he'll be very protective of us. And once what happened, he was coming with only his that angavastram on top and his dhoti and no shirt, only banyan. And we were going away from school because evening he was coming thinking nobody would be there. Somebody told us in the cell phone, Master is coming to school. And then we saw Sadbir moving. About turn, we came off. And then the car landed and we also went and stood. At myself and Poonam's sister. He looked at us. Damn the cell phones. He thought nobody would be there. All prepared by then. But he sat, he spoke, he was looking at this thing, astronomy. These were the lighter moments for us.
Amazing.
And sometimes things would be challenging, as she told. What I wanted would not be there. And then it used to upset me a little. I'm a little sensitive. So I'll be crying sometimes to myself. Of course, I'll rub it. I was wearing glasses. Now, of course, cataract, I have the lens now. So I used to wear the glasses and then wipe off the tears. And he'll be there that day. And one day he was just entering and then I was there. Something happened. I was upset and I was there. And suddenly he came out. From hereafter, I'm going to call you Nimmi or Nimma. Is it okay? I immediately knew he was aware that I was upset.
So
that was his way
lightening the mood.
Yes.
Yeah.
How beautiful, And then we sat, and then every time you're talking, Nirmala told this, Nirmala did that. That time, in the sense, he's telling me I'm there. It made a lot of difference, because his support was total.
It's amazing.
Throughout, amazing support.
It's been so beautiful talking to you.
Thank you.
It's been really wonderful recounting all these days. Lastly, I just, you mentioned that the energy comes from them, and everybody who meets you can feel that energy, can feel that drive. Yeah. I mean, I remember when THLC was being set up, when everybody would be tired, you would still be running around and you had to walk from Kanha in the hot sun, you were walking from here to there. It was not easy at all. This thing that comes from him, was there a particular incident where you felt your faith in the Master completely solidify, or is it something that happens slowly over time? How did your faith in the Master become so strong?
I think it was just there.
Right from the beginning.
Right from the beginning. There was no doubting whatsoever. In fact, last year I went to US. 40 years my friend has been calling. We were MSc friends for the past 50 years. I've never went because I was so busy doing things. I could never take time off.
Setting up schools
and then going. I couldn't take off.
Incredible.
And then she told nothing doing because COVID was over and everything. You had to apply for the visa. So I told I'm going. Last year I went. The January previous year I had to apply. She took my Aadhaar card, took everything, applied to the agent. But I told them one condition. January I'm going to Kanha. December to January 7. Again, I'll come and go back on 17th because my master's birthday celebrations are there. So only if they call me between those 10 days will I come for the visa. They told, are you stupid? All are waiting for the visa. So many people are waiting and you think within that time you'll get it. I told my master will ensure it happens. That's all I left it. You won't believe. January 7th I land there. 10th I get a call. Come for the biometric. I go for the biometric. Then again, visa office. 17th I'm leaving to Kanha. The previous day I get the thing, come and collect your visa.
Wow.
Morning 10 o'clock I go. And then it became 11:30, 12. Another friend gave his car, so we went there. And you won't believe we collected. 2 o'clock we had to leave for the 5 o'clock flight. From there I sent a message to everybody. My master made it happen. I got the visa. Took a photo and sent it. And those people who were not Abhyasis, they told, hey, your Dadaji is great, yeah. When I told Daji, they used, look, these are simple things. It's not miracles, I realize. You just do his work.
Mhm.
He takes care of you. And he ensures that everything is perfect for me. It has been happening that way, I think. Never did I have any problems, or even if I had challenges, it does happen, but later I overcome it. It's
That's-
not easy everywhere. Parents, management, teachers, students, and so many issues. And when I was a curriculum head, I used to work in the primary block till 7 or so. Because I had to finish my work. I was very particular about that precision and all that is I think it's a problem. Perfection also. So one day when I was walking, I had to switch off all the lights at 7 o'clock in the night. And from there I had to walk all the way to the main road and a cab would come. And suddenly I thought, hey, I'm all alone. I have to go walk all the way all alone. I was thinking, suddenly Babuji's bus is coming along with me. I just can't forget it. It is not imagination. I knew he was there. So I realized the masters are there for us. Why should we ever get scared of something? It does happen sometime. But later the thing comes, he will do it. That is the same way. THLC was running a lot of complaints because I used to be a tough person. Of course, I had to take decisions. And when I take decisions, my intention is for the good of the teacher and the student. But outside, it may look as though I was cruel because people didn't understand the intention with which I was doing. But Chariji has told, if the intention is right, don't ever be scared. You can even tell a lie because the intention is for the good. So people didn't understand my intention. Sometimes I thought I was making a mistake in doing certain things. But I was very clear. I never felt guilty about it because my interest was in the students' welfare.
Mm.
If a student had to face a problem in the class, okay, I had to take a decision. I knew none of them would ever move with him. They would reject him. And what happens to him? He's going to struggle for life with no friends. So I'll tell them, take him out, bring him later. People thought I was being cruel. No. The decision was in the interest of the child, anticipating how will he be received by the rest of the student because of something that happened at the class. So I was very clear in my decision, though I had to face a lot of
Backlash. Yes.
brickbats, yeah. But I overcame that, and Daju was there. Sometimes he would ask me, why did you do it? And I had to explain to him why. Okay? Sometimes he would say this, and then later he'd say, no, don't do it. Then I'll again have to revert my decision. But I realize it's all part of masters. They know what it is. They can tell us that, but later they realize no need. We should not do it. So that is the way, I think it just built in me.
Amazing. Amazing. It's a life of faith. It's a life of service. It's
gratitude, total gratitude. And into S-Connect when I go now, I find I can just talk. I don't know how I built that oratorical. I remember Rajagopalan telling, Babuji told, all the knowledge you gain, a speaker of you I will make. I think that's what is happening to me.
Wow.
And everybody says, oh, it just flows. I don't know, when it flows, it is he who's talking, not me. It just goes. And beautiful little things I've learned. So many things I learned by doing the S-Connect programs for Master. Leh Ladakh, we have gone. My God, we have gone this side to Gujarat, to Calcutta, all over. Nigeria, we have been having online sessions. And they say, oh my, we are so happy. Can we call you Mama? That's it. Look, the kind of love that is pouring in when we do it.
So beautiful. So beautiful that
I'm
you have
grateful
nurtured.
to him.
You have nurtured schools. You have nurtured children. You are still nurturing through the School Connect program, all
Yes.
these things. And thank you so much for taking this time out. It's been so wonderful. It's such an inspiration
Yes.
to be speaking with you.
I just remember the Robert Frost, okay? The last lines in that beautiful poem of his. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but we have promises to keep, and miles to go before we sleep, and miles to go before we sleep. I have a lot more to do for my master and the mission, and I only pray to him to give me the energy, strength, and the ability to go on
Beautiful.
till the end of my life.
Beautiful. That's such
Thank
a beautiful...
you, brother. It's been just
Thank you.
to relive everything.
It's been such a pleasure to sit down with you and have this talk. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much also. Thanks to my masters.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of KanaCast. Do subscribe to KanaCast on YouTube, Instagram, and Spotify. Until the next episode, from the entire Kanha team, Namaste and goodbye.